matchup featuring the UKC Blue Devils and your Holland College Hurricanes. Prior to today's match, we would like to recognise our senior players who are playing in their final home game for the Hurricanes. David Bayangana, Vinicius Boyd, Dominic Sherrard, Fiston Ngabonziza, Carson Crawford, and Ruben Vigil. And we would also like to recognise the graduating Blue Devils, Ian Kerr and Grayson Walker. Your starting lineups for the visiting Blue Devils. In goal, number 1, Liam Collins. Number 4, Rowan Houlihan. Number 6, Sam Hodd. Number 9, Sam Ellis. Number 11, Darian Slaughter. Number 12, Jonah Cameron. Number 14, Jai Consolo Willocks. Number 15, Paul Nanos. Number 18, Luke Kotaska. Number 19, DeAndre Paris. And number 22, Ian Kerr. The head coach for the Blue Devils is Jamie McGuinness. And the starting lineup for the Hurricanes. In goal, number 1, Nolan Koval. Number 3, Colby Monroe. Number 4, Parker McLeod. Number 5, Megumi Oka. Number 6, David Bayangana. Number 7, Vinicius Boyd. Number 10, Fiston Ngabonziza. Number 11, Carson Crawford. Number 12, Liam Boswell. Number 13, Chad McNally. And number 17, Ruben Vigil. Head coach for the Hurricanes is Mr. Jonathan Voss. And our officials today, in the middle is Corey Deagle. And on the lines we have Jason Eden and Julian Lacacheur. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able. Remove your hats for the playing of O Canada.
So good afternoon everybody and welcome back to the Terry Fox Sports Complex here in Cornwall. A beautiful PEI fall day, wonderful sunshine, very little breeze, and we're looking forward to what should be an excellent matchup between the Holland College Hurricanes and the UKC Blue Devils. A lot on the line for the Hurricanes today as they try and find a way into this playoff position. Three teams are now all tied on 11 points, one of which of course is Holland College, the other two being the Mount St. Vincent Mystics and the Crandall Chargers, who are also in action at the same time. All the Hurricanes can worry about is their own game this afternoon, and they've got a tough test ahead of us as we play against the second place UKC team that beat the Hurricanes a couple of weeks ago by a score of 2-0. So a lot on the line today, but this is going to be a tough test. Ball's played in. Early chance here for the Blue Devils, and it's cleared.
It's like 20 by now.
Dizoka. Go through the starting lineups there in just a moment for you. Nolan Koval is in goal for Holland College today, and that's Carson Crawford on the far side who gets a nudge. So Colby Monroe is at 3, Parker McLeod is at 4, Megumioka 5, David Bayangana 6, Finney Boyd is 7. Number 10 is Fiston Engabonziza. Number 11, Carson Crawford. 12 is Liam Boswell. 13, Chad McNally. And 14 is Ruben Vigil. Hurricanes in their all dark red maroon strip this afternoon are playing from right to left. Whatever breeze there is, and there's a little breeze, but it's certainly not exactly blowing too hard, will favour the Blue Devils in this first half. In goal for the Blue Devils is Liam Collings. At 4 is Rowan Houlihan. 6 is Sam Hodge. 9 is Sam Ellis. 11 is Darian Slaughter. 12 is Jonah Cameron. 14 is Jai Willocks. 15 is Paul Nanos. Ball gets played through but is cleared. 18 is Luke Kataska. 19 is DeAndre Paris. And 22 is Ian Kerr. There your starting lineups. Corey Deagle is in the middle today with Jason Eden and Julian Lancashire on the line. And here's an early opportunity, and it's a beautiful headed goal. A perfect start for the Blue Devils. It was a superb cross that came in there from number 4, Rowan Houlihan. And meeting it with a firm header, unmarked, was the number 18, Luke Kotaska. One of the scorers in the game when they met earlier this season. And for the Hurricanes, that is not the ideal start. They need those 3 points today. And immediately they find themselves a goal down in the first 2 minutes. Good thing is, though, there's plenty of time left. Just have to shake themselves down. But a good start for UKC, who've had an excellent season so far. In second place behind the very strong STU team. Blue Devils with 6 wins, 1 defeat and 4 ties. A good start there for the Blue Devils. It was a nice header by Kutaska. It has to said he was unmarked, but he still had to put lots of power behind it, and he did. And goalkeeper Luke Kovar was given no chance. It was a beautiful cross in that came in from number 4, Rowan Houlihan. So we'll see how the Hurricanes respond to this. Ball gets played forward. Liam Boswell's going to battle for that there. Nice play though by Ellis. Ball still not clear though. This time it is by Engabonziza. Boyd takes it on his chest. He finds McNally. Dizoka. It runs into some Blue Devils traffic by Ngana. Engabonziza is beaten to that, and that's going to be a throw for the Blue Devils on this near side. Here's Houlihan, whose cross it was, and now again he's able to get the ball in. Garner's able to get clearance on it, only halfway though, and Houlihan is again able to pick it up. This time though his pass isn't as accurate. Garner clears, but only as far as number 12, Jonah Cameron. His goal scorer, Kataska, he drives it in. It's cleared by Crawford. Going to be picked up here by DeAndre Paris. Goes back to Willocks. Headed by Boyd. Looks a good spring to the step of the Blue Devils so far. Guaranteed that second place in the standings. They're not going to catch St. Thomas, but immediately they're looking strong. It was the shot there that came in from Nanos. Tasker again. Garner didn't get much on his clearance, but this time he's able to get a bit more on it. But this is a good early pressure by the Blue Devils, but now Colby Monroe can bring the ball away. Nice play there by the number 3. Into Parker McLeod. Monroe continued his run, but it was intercepted by Paris. Here's Kataska again. Bit of a loose pass though. Ziza gets spread out to McLeod, and here's Benny Boyd, tries to play it forward. That's asking too much from McNally, and that's going to run through to goalkeeper Liam Collins. Tasker again, seeing lots of ball on that left-hand side. Crawford with the clearance, only as far though was Ellis. Referee Deagle saw something, and that's going to be a free kick. And a little bit of respite for the Hurricanes defense, if they can get something now moving forward. Garner. Back to Crawford. Looks for some options ahead. Pass is intercepted, but it gets back to Garner. Tries to find Vigil. Vigil goes down. Garner again. It's going to be a throw. Ball's played forward again. Looking for Ellis on the far side. He's going to get there. And it's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Coach Voss there urging his team to get hungry. They certainly started a little bit flat, no doubt about that. So need to find a way back into this game quickly and get some confidence. Otherwise the Blue Devils are going to put this, going to make this a very difficult afternoon, you might think, for the Hurricanes. But here's Kataska. Looks for Houlihan. Monroe does well. Battling hard there. Houlihan does well though, the number 4. That's another good cross. Oh, and Crawford had to get his head on that. Need to find a way of stopping these crosses from Houlihan. That's twice he's put in dangerous balls. Good tempo about the Blue Devils play right now. They're moving the ball nicely. The Hurricanes are struggling right now just to get a foothold in the game. McNally goes on a bit of a dribble, but the ball runs out to Oka. Now Boyd. Monroe just needs to string a few passes together, but it's a loose pass into the midfield, and now Ellis can pick it up for the Blue Devils. He's going to try an ambitious shot, it has to be said, from that distance. Even with a little bit of the wind behind it, that wasn't going to worry goalkeeper Koval too much. There's Monroe. Brian Garner. Again, though, it's a loose pass in the midfield and it's created problems for the Hurricanes. This time it was Brian Garner who didn't put enough weight on the pass. It caused the foul, and now the Blue Devils can come forward again. Boyd did just enough there to put off Sam Hodd, and that's going to be a goal kick. Monroe. Again, it's a giveaway in the midfield. They're just not connecting with their passes right now, the Hurricanes. Some good pressure being put on them by the Blue Devils. Here's Boyd. Goes back to Monroe, rather driven into Oker, not really giving him a chance to control that, but the ball does come out, and that's a nice pass by Boyd. McLeod is not able to gather that properly, but it is going to be a throw. Put behind there by Kerr. Here's Monroe, once again wearing the captain's armband for the Hurricanes. Brian Garner, now that's better. That's a good ball out to Vigil. What can he do on this far side? He's got Kateska for company. Vigil does well, and he's won a corner. Much better that time there from the Hurricanes. Opportunity now for the Hurricanes if they can get a good ball in. Brian Garner with it. Just goes to the near post. It's cleared. It's running to the edge of the penalty area. This time it's a better clearance by the Blue Devils. And all Boswell can do really is put that into touch, so it will be a throw to UKC. Nice to have your company for this broadcast, wherever you're tuning in from. If you're a UKC fan from Halifax or Holland College Hurricanes fan that couldn't get here this afternoon for this game. Missing a beautiful fall day. Almost shirt sleeve weather here at Cornwall. Good challenge there by Vigil, but it's going to be picked up. Bit of a loose pass though, and McLeod does well, keeps it alive. That's too much though of Gabonziza. Ryan Garner to McNally, but rather given away there. There was nobody run, and now the Blue Devils tried to switch it, but just too hard, and Houlihan wasn't able to get that one under control. Looks like maybe one of the Hurricanes might have a bit of a problem there. Is it Crawford? Referee Deagle just checking everything's okay. It is going to be a throw to Holland College. Boswell asking too much of Boyd, and again, and this time Boswell does come through hard with a tackle from behind. But referee Deagle is quick to come over to the Hurricanes number 12 and give him a little bit of admonishment for that challenge. But an opportunity again for the Blue Devils to put the ball in. It's going to be Jonah Cameron who's going to take this free kick, right-footed. No, he fools everybody and goes to Houlihan, who once again puts another teasing cross up and into Consaka again, and the ball's bouncing, and it's a simple finish. There was a simple finish by number 22, Ian Kerr. He was unmarked. And that combination again of Houlihan and the cross to the far post, Again, it was Kataska with the header. He headed it down this time. He found Kerr, and his left foot shot was just calmly placed into the corner. And now suddenly, that mountain that the Hurricanes had to climb before the game has suddenly got a little bit steeper. Holland College 0, UKC 2. Second goal by number 22, Ian Kerr. And certainly stopping those crosses from this side is going to have to be a something that Coach Voss is going to have to try and figure out, because twice now Houlihan has put great balls in, and twice the Blue Devils have capitalized and have scored 2, and once again they're coming forward. Possible with the challenge. Houlihan, nice touch back. Of course, it's going to have to deal with that. Ellis is battling with Bayangana. Bayangana goes down under the challenge and wins the free kick. To his feet there by the number 9. Still a long time left in this game, of course. Just over 15 minutes in. But you think that the next goal is going to have to come from the Hurricanes. Got to try and find a way back into this game as quickly as possible. For a team that's struggled to get goals this season, it's going to be a hard task. Back by Oka, here's Monroe. Played into the feet there of Ngabonziza. That's asking a lot of Boyd, and he's not going to keep that in. It's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Bonziza into the midfield to Bayangana. He has to play it quickly and manages to find Crawford. Sigillo played it forward, but to nobody in particular, and all he does is give the ball back to the Blue Devils, who are trying to build something again from the back. As Paris goes back. Played forward, Koval comes out. There's Monroe. There's Vigil. Strong challenge by Kataska. Just shrugs Ngabonziza off the ball, but he gets it back and plays a long ball looking forward. That's a good ball if McNally can get there. Wilkes has to come over. Good battle between the two. The number 14 goes down under the challenge of McNally, and referee Deagle says that that's going to be a free kick to the Blue Devils. Take this to the midfield. Monroe's going to pick it up. Bayangana's there. Not able to find his man, and a goal scorer there, Kerr, is just able to pick that up and find Kataska now on the far side. Got a bit of space to run, and he does. Shows his pace there, does well. Vigillo is able to keep with him, and that's going to be a goal kick. Monroe. To Oka, but he's immediately challenged by Cameron. Boyd with the header. Paris, though, is there for the Blue Devils. Kerr to Willocks. Back to Kerr. It's Houlihan again with a little bit of space. Once again, showing good footwork, the number 4, who's had a great start to this game. Here's Paris. Running into trouble, though. McNally wins it. Boyd, though, can't control it, and he goes back to the Blue Devils just as quickly. Heavy touch, though, this time by Houlihan. And number 6, Hodd can't keep that in play, so it will be a throw to the Hurricanes. Boyd with the challenge, played forward. Here's Boyd. Ryan Garner. And Bonziza can't control it, but it is going to come back for a foul on McNally. So a chance here to put the ball in for the Hurricanes. Chance here. Vigil. Oh, it's just over the head of Boyd. Ball's played long. Good run by Ellis. He's got the wrong side of Boswell now. He's cutting into the penalty area. Good play by the number 9. Can he get a shot away on his left foot? He tries to curl it. Just didn't quite settle himself before he got the ball away. But a good run there by number 9, Sam Ellis. Good run. He just got the wrong side of Liam Boswell. Wolford's looking for options. He just goes long. Tries to find McNally, but it's cleared. Kataska. There's Willocks. Paris. It's Houlihan again with an opportunity to cross the ball. This time, though, Monroe gets across, and that's going to be a corner kick. Short corner this time. Here's Houlihan. It's driven across. And Kerr again. It was on the top of the penalty area this time. He took the ball on his chest, but he wasn't able to keep it down. And the ball goes over the crossbar. We are 23 minutes into this first half. The Blue Devils lead by 2-0 in this crucial game for the Hurricanes. Looking to keep a proud record of always having qualified for the playoffs since 2006. Last time that they failed to make the playoffs. Right now, it's looking very difficult for them. Here's Boyd. Into McLeod. He goes across to Crawford. Blue Devils just happy to think into their shape. And another just loose pass into the midfield that doesn't find anybody except a Blue Devils player. And once again, it's Houlihan who searches out Kataska on that far side. Once again, it's Kataska, and he set that up nicely. Oh, what a chance again But it all stemmed from the giveaway in the midfield by the Hurricanes. Kataska again caused all kinds of problems on the left-hand side. This time the ball was played into Hod, and his shot was over the crossbar. But another warning for the Hurricanes. They need to get better care of the ball at the moment. Right now it's finding its way back to Blue Devils a little bit too easily. Ngabonziza, Vigil. That's a McNally. He gives the foul away on that far side. And here's Willix into Hod. Bit of a heavy touch back, but he's going to... Willix is going to get that. He's going to look to play it long. Beautiful pass into the feet of Ellis, who turns nicely. Good run there. Good play. And now it's Houlihan again. This time he doesn't find his target. Crawford was in the way. But once again, Kataska was lurking at that far post. McNally. Certainly get a sense of frustration out there for the Hurricanes. They're just not finding their players, and it's a little bit too easy for the Blue Devils at the moment. But this time the ball is wasted by Slaughter on the far side, and that goes behind for a goal kick. And the Hurricanes do to find a way back into this game. McLeod, nice touch off to Ngabonziza. Goes back to Bayangana. Here's Boyd. He's crowded out, but ball comes to Bayangana. Here's Crawford. Looks at McNally. Willix is there with the head, and McNally there tried an ambitious overhead kick that seemed to catch one of the defenders. It just gone out, and referee Deagle has indicated that it'll be a corner. Might be Willix, I think, down there, who's got a bit of a knock. It's Ellis. Crawford plays it forward. Oka steps in. Odd goes back. Played forward. Oswald's going to win that header. That's going to go out of play for a throw. Good ball out here. Once again, Houlihan's got a little bit of space on this side. Once again, he's cut inside. That's a nice ball. Odd tries to fight his way through. Bayangana's there to tidy up for the Hurricanes. And does well there. The number 6 manages to keep it in play. Plays down to Vinnie Boyd. Good challenge, though, comes in by Parrish. McNally, though, picks it up. Looks up, looks for some options. Sees if Vigil, that's a good pass. If Vigil's going to be able to get there, and he does. Now here's an opportunity for the Hurricanes. Can Vigil get the ball across? Oh, it's high, and it's not found anybody. And that's gone behind, and it's going to be a throw, I believe. No, it's gone. It did go out, so it's going to be a goal kick as we come up to 30 minutes in this first half. Holland College Hurricanes trail by 2-0. They need to find a way back into this game quickly. Ghana with the touch is Oka. It's better. Heavy touch though by Brian Garner, but he is able to recover into Ngabonziza. And McNally takes it. Here's an opportunity, and McNally has put the Hurricanes back in. He took it on his chest. He took it round, took it on his chest, and just flicked it over the goalkeeper. And suddenly the Hurricanes have that lifeline. It was a beautiful pass by Fiston Ngabonziza, beautifully taken on his chest by McNally for his 5th goal of the season. And suddenly, just like that, the Hurricanes have that lifeline. Holland College Hurricanes 1, the UKC Blue Devils 2. Suddenly you can sense a renewed step and a giveaway this time by the Blue Devils. Ngabonziza. And the ball's flying around there. A little bit of uncertainty for the first time by UKC. And a good challenge that comes in. Slaughter's over there. He does a nice turn. Good play by Kataska, but it's given away again. And touched by Boyd. Good run by Oker, and he's pulled down. Yep, referee Deagle says that's going to be a free kick. Bit of a running battle down on my left there between head coach McGuinness and 4th official O'Regan. They've already had 1 or 2 words so far, and Coach McGuinness was looking quizzically in the direction of 4th official O'Regan, but there was no doubt that in this instance it was a free kick. And here's an opportunity, a good opportunity now for the Hurricanes maybe to get something else going. Free kick, it's a poor free kick. Comes back to Ngabonziza, and he's not able to get that on target, so that goes behind. Suddenly what was looking a little bit of a stroll for the Blue Devils has suddenly become a little bit more difficult. There's definitely a new lease of life to the Hurricanes. They find themselves definitely back in this game. Suddenly the press is on. Here's Hod. That energy that seems to be lacking and what Coach Voss was pleading for has now suddenly been found, but they've got some defending to do. Hod, this time though, it's a heavy cross. Kataska's going to have to retrieve that on the far side. He goes back. Here's Houlihan looking for some options. He gives the ball away. Oka. Nobody there though. Kerr's able to pick it up for the Blue Devils. Sends it in. Monroe with a header. Bit of a mistake there though by Brian Garner, and one of the Blue Devils goes down on top of the box. I think it's Ellis. He's just getting to his feet now. This time Bullocks can't keep it in, so that's going to be a throw into the Hurricanes as we come up to 35 minutes in this first half. Turned by Ellis. Houlihan again with an opportunity to cross. This time he goes short though, and Oka's there, does well. Monroe into Bayangana. Got to be careful not to overplay on the edge of the penalty area, but suddenly Monroe has a little bit of time, and he does well. He finds Boyd. Back to Bayangana. This is possession there for the Hurricanes, nothing wrong with that. Monroe goes wide. Crawford has to get that under control quickly, and he does. Bayangana. Back to Crawford. And this is some good possession here by the Hurricanes. 7 or 8 good passes, and now Boyd can do something. Oka's with the run, but it's just a little bit too far ahead. And goalkeeper Collins is just able to gather that. Sent wide, just a bit too far for Houlihan. Bayangana goes back, played forward by Monroe. McNally's there to control it, does well, looks for some options. Goes back to Crawford, who not the greatest first touch, so he has to go back and retrieve it. That allows some Blue Devils to put some pressure on. Slaughter's able to do just that. Ball comes across, but Bayangana is there to tidy up. Ball's played forward. Nice ball there to Gabon-Ziza. That's behind Oka though, and the Blue Devils are possession again. Houlihan forward by Parrish. Ball's in the corner there, and it's going to be a throw to UKC, who are going to make a substitution in just a moment. Number 19 there, DeAndre Parrish, just signaled to the bench a few seconds ago that he would like a change. So Parrish is going to go off, the number 19, and it's going to be Colin Aquino that's going to come on. So Colin Aquino, wearing number 2, is going to come in. He's going to go over to the left, so it looks like he's going to go and play left back, and that means that Darian Slaughter is going to come and play on the right-hand side. So Slaughter's just changed his position. Ball comes across, but that's just overhit. This time there's no chance for Kataska to get on the end of that one. So the Hurricanes have done well to play themselves back into this game. It was has to be said, a difficult first 20 minutes for them, but they found a lifeline with that fine goal by McNally, and since then they've been very much in this game, and McNally tries to find McLeod going forward. McNally goes down, but nothing doing, says referee Deagle. Here's Monroe to Bayangana, to Crawford. Bayangana gets it back. McLeod to Vigil. McLeod sends the ball across. And punched away there by Collins. 6 minutes until half time. It's going to be a throw. Flicked on by Houlihan. Bayangana's there. Monroe. Ellis does well there, does excellent, the number 9. Beautiful play by number 9, Ellis. Keep that alive. There's Nanos. He goes wide to Kataska. Kataska drives that across. Houlihan's able to keep that in. He chips it into the near post. Ellis is there. Tries a back heel, but it's blocked. Houlihan's able to keep it in. Oh, mistouch though probably for the first time this afternoon by the number 4. And Boyd can play his way out there. McLeod into McNally. Does well. Good forward play there to shield the ball by McNally. Here's Oka, looking for some options ahead of him. Manages to find then Gabon Caesar. He turns back into the midfield, but that's a bit of a heavy touch. And that's allowed the Blue Devils to win the ball back. Here's Aquino. Tries to play it inside, but Gabon Caesar flicked it in, and that's going to be a handball in favour of the Hurricanes. Here's Boswell. Here's Monroe. Played it into Oka. Nice play there. Crawford to Bayangana. Boyd. Monroe. Certainly since the goal, they've done a much better job of looking after the ball, the Hurricanes. Not as sloppy as with their passing as they were for the first 15-20 minutes. It's been much better, and that's a nice move there on the far side. Excellent play. Vigil, that's a good ball in, and it needed a touch there from number 14, Willocks, to get his head on that. McNally was waiting in the middle, but again, that was good approach play by the Hurricanes, who were enjoying a good spell since they scored. Right now they're in the ascendancy. It's going to be a corner, which McLeod is going to take. Goal right now before half-time will really throw this game on its head, you think, for the second half. McLeod drives it into the near post. It's cleared. Going to be picked up, though, by Ellis. Good hustle, though, by Monroe. He certainly won't give this anything up as a lost cause, the number 3. Slaughter's there under pressure by Boyd, but Slaughter sees it out and gets the throw. Picked on by Houlihan. Cameron. Hod's got a bit of room here. Manages to find Houlihan. Need to be strong defensively here, the Hurricanes. Back to Hod. Monroe does well, and McLeod completes the clearance. Good play by Hod. Ball comes in. Boswell clears. Gabon Caesar on his chest. Back to McLeod, into McNally. Bayangana. Gabon Caesar. Oka. That's over hit, and that's going to go for a throw. We'll probably get a signal in just a few seconds, no doubt, from the 4th official as to how much extra is going to be played. 2 minutes goes the signal from 4th official O'Regan. Nice run forward there. Here's Kataska, drives it across, coming off the left-hand side. Switched over to the right there, Kataska. It was a good run. Diane Garner to Oka. It's overhit again, and that's second pass in just a couple of minutes by Oka. Certainly Coach Voss will want his number 5 to get that passing radar straightened out for the second half. Very good technical player, number 5 Oka. And looks like we're going to see a change by the Hurricanes. Nicholas Brown is coming in. And Vinicius Boyd has come off. Boyd doesn't look in great shape. He's just sat down in front of us down there. So Coach Voss obviously wants to get him off the field and hopefully looked at before the second half begins. Certainly wouldn't want to make a change right on the stroke of half time unless it was absolutely urgent. There's Kataska, who seems to have come more central now. It's Slaughter. It's Aquino. Nice challenge though. Aquino though wanted too much time on the ball. Blue Devils win it back. There's Kataska. Definitely been thrown off their stride since that Hurricanes goal. It did look very easy for them until that excellent finish by McNally. But here's Kataska. Got to be conscious defensively here. That's asking a lot of Hod, but he manages to keep it in. Oka gets his foot in, but Slaughter's able to pick that up and tries a trick that doesn't work, and that's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Well done by Brown. Gone in ahead there of Slaughter. Cameron's battling for that with Ingeborg Caesar, and the Hurricanes man wins it, and he sends a good pass out to Vigil on the far side. Can the Hurricanes get something back here before the end of this half? Is by Ingana. Touched on by Ingeborg Caesar. Oka. Loose pass again by the number 5. And the half-time whistle blows the end of this first half with the UKC Blue Devils leading by 2-1. Certainly very much all still to play for in this second half as the Hurricanes try and find a way to get into these playoffs next week. They've still got not so much as a mountain, but certainly a very steep hill to climb before they can even think about that. We're going to be back in about 10 minutes. Thank you very much for joining us for the first half. Half-time score is the UKC Blue Devils 2, Holland College Hurricanes 1.
one word.
Or like a phrase.
Like trust and connection.
Family type of feel.
You come in and you're like family right away.
It really was, and it kind of sounds corny, but like we're all like really tight. Like today I even took one of my teammates to the dentist today, like just because she needed somebody. Like we're still like very close, and it wasn't like cliquey. Like it was like if we hung out after a game, everybody was there. If we went out to dinner, everybody was there.
With all of the teams here at Holland College, everyone's super close.
It means everything to know like your family and your friends are coming to watch you and like coming to compete, and then having such a close-knit community like Holland College, you make friends and you see people in the community that you're going to see throughout the year. So seeing them come to your games and support you is huge respect. Like there's nothing like it, I think, here.
What would you say your favorite things about being a Holland Hurricane is?
I'd say the community and the friendships that I've made.
It's just great having all the boys together. Anytime we're hanging out together, even bus rides are always a good time.
I think it does feel like family. I mean, whether people are on the bench or whether they're on the court, like they're cheering you on. We really want each other to do well. Like we try to put each other in positions where we'll succeed.
Just everything from like the administration down to the coaches, to the players, to the fans. There's a really great sense of community that's been built. And I think once you're a part of the Hurricanes once, you kind of can't help but default yourself back to the Hurricanes program in the future. It's such a great sense of, it's such a good team environment and such a good community that's built, and I think everybody buys into the Hurricanes brand.
Growth requires flexibility, the boldness to try something new, the wisdom to take care of what you already have, to get to know yourself, to step out and connect, to build something.
Guys, are you changing your keeper this half as well? Yeah. You are? Yeah. Who's going in? What's his name? Brennan? So welcome back everybody for the final time here at Terry Fox Sports Centre in Cornwall for the second half of this Holland College Hurricanes against the UKC Blue Devils. Certainly an entertaining, action-packed first half. Blue Devils went up early, 2-0. An excellent goal by Luke Kataska, a header from across by number 4, Rowan Houlihan. Added not long after by a nice finish by number 22, Ian Kerr, again from a Kataska knockdown. But the Hurricanes managed to find their way back into it. Nice finish by number 13, Chad McNally. And for the last 20 minutes, it was very much even Stevens. Just while we're waiting for the officials to come back out, the players are certainly waiting. It's going to be a number of changes I see for the Blue Devils. I'll give you those in just a moment, but I can tell you that they are going to change their goalkeeper. Brenton Stuttard is going to come in for the second half for number 23. He's going to take over from Liam Collings. I see number 10, Andrew McKenna, waiting to come on as well. And there's a couple of other players that have just gone for a quick warm-up behind the bench. I think our official seems to have got lost. The players are all ready, the coaches are ready, but I don't see anybody that's prepared to blow a whistle right now.
Back there. They're all the way over there.
Oh, now they seem to be making their way back onto the field, so we should get going there in a couple of minutes. See if I can find the extra changes. What I can update you on as well is that number 7, Vinicius Boyd of the Hurricanes, one of their key players, pulled a groin muscle there right on the stroke of half time, and it's very unlikely we're going to see Vinny Boyd back for the second half, and that's going to be a big loss for the Hurricanes. They rely on Boyd not only for his goal scoring but also his creativity on the right wing. So that hill that we talked about there in the first half that the Hurricanes have to climb has suddenly got that little bit steeper. Looks like Dimitri Kyriakakis is also going to come on for, they're going to make about 5 changes at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to see 7 changes from the for the Blue Devils, so it's just as easy to tell you who is actually still on. Number 2, Colin Aquino, I see him out there. Number 2, Ian Kerr is still out there. Number 22, number 11, Darian Slaughter is still there, and also number 9, Sam Ellis. So they're the players that are still going to participate for the Blue Devils in the second half. The rest, it's almost full-scale changes. Number 20, Cairo Smolar is going to come in, and also Max Rush Bailey is also going to come in there. Number 17. And Jonas Sisko, number 3. So those are the 7 changes that we've got in this second half for the Blue Devils. So this is it then. It's do or die time for the Hurricanes. Are they going to find a way to get back into this game and also get back into that playoff picture? Tied 11 points with 2 other teams. We're not sure what's going on elsewhere. Coach Voss certainly didn't want to know what was going on elsewhere. He wanted to know and concentrate just on what's going on in this game here, because he knows that a win for the Hurricanes, first and foremost, is most important. So we'll see what the second half has to offer. Coach Referee Deagle, it gets the second half underway. Hurricanes are going to be playing from left to right. See what these changes for the Blue Devils are going to mean. Obviously, Coach McGuinness has got an eye on next week's playoffs. Crandall wants to get everybody in today. A game that doesn't really have too many implications for the Blue Devils, other than just trying to keep some momentum going into next week's all-important Atlantic playoffs at Crandall. Ball comes in on the far side. It's headed away by Monroe. McLeod there, strong challenge. Up to McNally. Comes this way to Ruben Vigil. Crawford to McNally. Back to Boswell. Played forward, looking for the run of Inga Bonziza. Slaughters there with the header. Here's number 10, McKenna. Picked up by Kyriakakis. But Oka's there for the Hurricanes. Looks like Kyriakakis went down under the challenge. Looks pleadingly at referee Deagle, who doesn't really give him much attention. And the ball's played in. A little bit of a miscommunication there between Cisco and Slaughter. Looks like Slaughter's going to be playing at centre-back alongside Cisco. With the wholesale changes in the defense, the ball has gone behind for an early corner for the Hurricanes, which Enga Bonziza is going to take. It was his nice pass that set up the goal for McNally in the first half. It's not a great corner though, just goes into the near post and it's cleared. Everybody was back though for the Blue Devils, so Crawford's got an opportunity to play it in, but it's not a great pass. It's only gone as far as Rajbali. And here's number Kyra Smolar. But that's gone out of play, and that will be a goal kick. Bit of a heavy touch there, but by Garner, it's almost like he wasn't aware of his position. Just over here in the halftime team talk there by Coach Voss. All about energy, determination and desire. That's what he's calling for in this second half. Wants to see a few more attacking runs from midfielders and a few more risks taken, he said, in the attacking third from the Hurricanes. So we'll see if that team talk has any effect. Aquino, who's a first half substitute. Bit of a heavy touch there by McKenna. Allows McNally to come away, and he goes down under that challenge by Aquino. And referee Deagle brandishes a yellow card. What I think might be the first yellow of the afternoon. I don't remember one in the first half, but either way, it was a clumsy challenge by the number 2, Aquino, and it gives Parker McLeod, the number 4 of the Hurricanes, a chance to put the ball in. Chad McNally, I can see points. He wanted on that penalty spot, and it's driven in towards him. Here's a chance here, and a good effort, and that wasn't far away there from Brian Garner. He got his head up, he rose highest. An early opportunity for the Hurricanes. Cisco goes wide. Good run on the far side. Looks like it's Rajbali. Ball comes in. Away by Boswell. Headed by Cisco. Just goes up in the air. McLeod's there. Nice touch by McNally. If Oka can get there. No, it's going to just bounce into the path of Aquino. Stoddard clears. It's going to be a throw to the Blue Devils. Played forward by McKenna and offside. Just a slight breeze that's going to be in the favor of the Hurricanes in this second half rather, going from left to right. Certainly wasn't too much of a factor in the first half, and if anything, it's died down a little bit since then. Oh, nice turn by, oh, that was a good, for a moment as if McNally had turned his man, but just a little bit too forceful, said referee Deagle. Slaughter sends the ball wide. Here's Aquino. Vigil comes across and does some good defensive work there before Smolar can get the ball across. Good ball there for McNally to run on to. Slaughter does well, he watches that, gets his body between McNally and the ball, brings the ball away and finds Aquino into the midfield. Bit of a heavy touch there though by McKenna, and the Hurricanes are able to get it back to goalkeeper Koval. It's Monroe into the midfield, finds Oka. Cisco having a battle with McNally. Certainly looks up for it in the second half. The number 13, obviously buoyed by that goal. One thing that might be a concern for the Hurricanes is that with Boyd's injury at half-time, the only player this season who's actually scored a goal who's on the field right now is Chad McNally. He and Boyd were the only people to score so far for the Hurricanes this season, so somebody else you think is going to have to step up to the plate in this second half if the Hurricanes are going to find their way back into this. But they're being given some opportunities. The Blue Devils certainly don't look as assured as they did in the first half. Some of their passes are starting to go a little bit astray, so it's by Ngana. Ball goes back to Monroe. Into Ngabonziza. Crawford back to Ngabonziza. Nice movement here. This is much better by the Hurricanes. We didn't see too much of that at the start of the first half. Or just a little bit too far ahead of Vigil. But certainly they've played their way back into this game. They've managed to connect far better with their passes. Have a little bit more possession. Throw comes down the line. Managed to be kept in there by Kyriakakis. Looking for some options. Here's Kerr, scored the second goal for the Blue Devils. That's Resh Bali. Out to Aquino. Throw clears, and that's going to be a throw to the Blue Devils 10 minutes into the second half. Blue Devils 2, Hurricanes 1. Here's McNally. Bit of space to run into there. Nice run there by Oka. That's the run that Coach Voss was talking about at half-time, and goalkeeper there, Studdard, had to come out. Good bit of brave goalkeeping there. Defender also had to come across, and Oka's got a bit of a problem. It was number 21, Michael Sadler, who had to come across as well. Snuff out the danger there. But it was a good run by the number 5 for the Hurricanes, who's got a blow for his troubles, but he does win a corner for his team. Hopefully he's going to be fine, the number 5 for the Hurricanes, certainly one of their most technical players. That's a Corner comes in, oh, goes to the far post. Beats everybody, and that's going to be a goal kick to the Blue Devils. Slaughter goes wide to Aquino. In there by Bayangana. Gabon sees it. Kerr picks it up though for the Blue Devils, and that goes back to Slaughter. He's looking for some options. He decides to go long. Looks for the run of Smolar. Vigil's back. Blue Devils win the throw, much to the appreciation of the bench there, who all gave a round of applause. Here's McKenna. Another Hurricanes player is down. Looks like it's Crawford that's down, but he's slowly getting to his feet again. Oh, loose pass there by Bayangana. They need to tighten up on that a little bit. They can't be giving the ball away that cheaply, the Hurricanes. They've got some defending to do now. But it's a bit of a wasted cross, so both teams there guilty of some sloppy play. Here's Crawford. Boswell. McLeod's got a bit of time. Goes back to Crawford. It's getting a lot of Vigil, and that's going to go out of play for a throw. Goes wide. That's loose, but Cisco's going to pick that up. And another loose pass there by the Blue Devils. Here's an opportunity. Ball, oh. Monroe had got forward there. He had a little bit more time, I think, than he realised. And in the end, his pass was easily cut out by goalkeeper Stoddard. Oh. Foul by Vigil, says referee Deagle. Keno's going to take this free kick. Rowe wins the header. Here's Brown. Back to Boswell. Here's Bayangana. Nice play there. Ali's going to try and chase that down, and it's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Heavy touch by Hangana that time. It's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Played forward by Cisco. Bayangana takes it on his chest. Goes wide to Brown. Looks for Oka. He's under pressure there in the midfield. It's going to be a throw to the Blue Devils. Nice turn by McNally. McLeod carried on with the run, but Slaughter did well. He came over and saw the danger there, the number 11. He wins a throw for his team. Fans on the far side trying to get the Hurricanes going over there. Definitely more of an even game in the second half, there's no question. And there's an opportunity, McNally, oh, and he Slaughter there made the challenge. It was a little bit of uncertainty in the Blue Devils defense. Bit of a miscommunication there between goalkeeper Suddard and I think it was Cisco. But Slaughter was able just to get across. Make sure that McNally didn't get the opportunity for his second goal. So you certainly get the sense that the Hurricanes are starting to get a little bit closer here. Changes only they made at half-time for the Blue Devils. Certainly disrupted their play. Making 7 changes at half-time is always a risk by Coach McGuinness. He's obviously got one eye on next week as well. It just doesn't really make too much difference today for result-wise for the Blue Devils. McNally goes down under that challenge by Cisco, nothing doing. Good battle over there on the far side. Brown does well, sends it across and wins a corner. And there's definitely renewed life there, both in the stands and on the Hurricanes bench as they urge their players forward. Everybody's back for the Blue Devils. Ball comes in, looking for McNally. It's headed away by Kerr, picked up by Oka. Here's Vigil. Nice play there. What can he do? Tries to send it in. Bayangana's in a battle there. Manages to win it and tried to take a quick free kick. Referee Deagle, though, wasn't too happy, and I think that probably suit Coach Voss. I think he's hoping for a ball to be played in rather than a quick one that just went sideways. Parker McLeod's going to take this, just getting some instructions from Coach Voss below us. Chips it in, looks for McNally. Cisco with the head. And Gabonziza on the edge of the penalty area. What can he do? Goes to Brown. Ball comes across. Ooh, and Vigil was waiting there. And he's won a corner. Had to be defended there by number 17, Max Rajbali. Once again, Bayangana goes short. McLeod, Bayangana gets it back. Chips it in left-footed. Cleared by Kerr. Here's Rajbali again. Now he's got some options. It's actually 3 against 2 if they can find a good pass here, which they managed to get Smola. He's forced wide. Now players are getting back for the Hurricanes, but Smola's into the penalty area. He's going to have to turn back. Here's Rajbali. What can he do? Not too much, in all honesty. Didn't really get any direction or power behind that, and the ball just sails over the crossbar. Almost at the 20-minute mark in this second half. Still, Hurricanes trail by 2-1 as they try and find a way back into this match and also back into the playoff picture. Cisco has to clear that before Brown can get on the end of it. Here's McNally. Gabonziza manages to keep it in, does well there. Now what can he do? Tries to go short. Picked up by Bayangana, shows good strength. Brown goes back to Oka. Is he going to try a shot? No, keeps the ball alive though and goes wide to Brown. He's got Vigil to the right. He's got 3 Blue Devils around him. And that's a great challenge there by number 10, McKenna. But it's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Vigil tried to take the throw from about 4 yards inside the field, before he's told to get back by his teammates on the bench. Bit of a loose touch, and that was a shirt pull by Oka. Could well have been seen as a cynical foul by referee Deagle, but he's happy just to let it go with a word in the direction of the Hurricanes number 5. Cisco's going to bring the ball forward. Loose touch by Sadler on the far side, and that gives Hurricanes a throw. McNally. Nice ball wide to Vigil. Tries to cut inside. Manages to keep possession. Finds Bayangana. He's going to play it left-footed. That's asking a lot of Brown. And go. Oh, and goalkeeper studded there, came out, and he didn't gather. Ball's gone out of play, and it will be a corner. And once again, we've got that little bit of indecision that we've seen a couple of times since they made the changes, the Blue Devils. I don't know whether the ball just span off the turf, but goalkeeper studded came out. Thought he was going to grab it, but suddenly the ball had gone past him. And he was relying on his defence to bail him out of trouble, but there's another opportunity for the Hurricanes to send a ball in from the corner kick. Comes, it's driven in, there's a touch, there's chance here, oh, and McNally at the far post had a shot. And I think it came off. I think Studdard managed to get a hand out, whether it was going in or not, I'm not 100% certain. But either way, they didn't take any chances. And the Hurricanes now are knocking on the door. Bayangana swings it over. It's a good one. Once again, the heads go in. Ball goes to the edge of the penalty area. This time, Rajbali goes down under the challenge from Oka, who, having been warned a couple of seconds ago, quickly gets out of referee Deagle's eye line. Now the Blue Devils can try and build again. Nice play there on the far side. Ball comes across, and here's an opportunity for Rajbali, but he's not able just to gather that. Manages to keep it in play, though. Back to Aquino. Here's Slaughter. It's controlled there, but Vigil can clear. And now McNally could be on a one-on-one here. And now there's an opportunity. He's on the one-on-one. Oh, and he came out. He got the wrong side there of Cisco. McNally was through. And Studdard there, who on occasion has looked a little bit nervy. Got his side out of trouble then with an excellent save. Credit to the goalkeeper there. He spread himself. And McNally wasn't able to. The ball comes in. Ball's and it's in! It's poked home. I think it's McLeod. And the Hurricanes have found a way back. They all missed the corner. McLeod was literally standing on the goal line. And suddenly, from 2-0 down to 2-2. And all the noise now is from my right. The Hurricanes are roaring. Can they find a winning goal? Certainly right now they've got the ascendancy. Here's McLeod into Oka. He's tackled. It was like everyone just seemed to miss the corner. I'm pretty sure it was Parker McLeod there who was standing there on the far post. And just literally, nobody would have an easier goal all year. So what a grandstand 20 minutes, and we've got a foul there. This time Mr. Deagle does find his yellow card. Visual there did well to invite the challenge. I think it was Kyriakakis who saw yellow there, the number 16. "20 minutes to go." We wouldn't have thought this scoreline was possible after the first 20 minutes when the Blue Devils were definitely in the ascendancy. But all credit to the Hurricanes. They've shown excellent determination and desire to find a way back into this game. And right now, You'd have to see there's only one team that's going to win it. Great hustle there by McNally. It's going to be a throw, though, to the Blue Devils. Here's Aquino. Driven in. Crawford, Boswell manages to intercept. Brown's fighting hard on the far side. Played back there by Sadler. That's Monroe battling hard there for the Hurricanes, and he wins the throw. Gets a large round of applause from coach and teammates on the bench. And Coach McGuinness decides he needs to make another change. Doesn't like what he's seen so far in this second half, I imagine. And back into the game is probably the star man in the first half for the Blue Devils. Scored the first goal, set up the second, number 18, Luke Kataska. So Kataska is in. Might be Ellis that's gone off. He's gone off on the far side, so I can't quite see who it is. I didn't see the fourth officials board, but either way, Kataska is in. Looks like he's taken a more central position. One of the Hurricanes is still down on the far side. So a chance for everybody to sort of just get their breath. Certainly the Hurricanes won't want them to lose any momentum right now. It looks like we've got a problem there on the far side. They can think it's Oka. He did feel his groin a little bit earlier when he had that collision with goalkeeper Studdert. Here's Kerr. And just to confirm, it was number 9. Sam Ellis that came off there for Kataska. So Monroe clears left-footed. Certainly Oka doesn't seem too comfortable out there. I think he's just given Coach Voss the thumbs up. Certainly don't want to lose him. Influential playmaker in the middle of the field. Good opportunity. Here's Vigil now. Has he got a bit of space? Number 17, Rajbali, is with him. Aquino comes across as well. Ball goes to the near post. Slaughter gets a call from his keeper. And goalkeeper Stutzard is happy just to dive on that. And he throws it out now to Aquino. Into Kataska. Back to Slaughter. It's Aquino again. Goes down the line looking for Rajbali, but Vigil's there first. Crawford's having a battle with Kyriakakis, and Crawford goes down under the challenge, and referee Deagle says that's going to be a foul. Ball's played forward. Cisco gets his foot on it. It's not the most convincing of clearances, but Vigil is there for the Hurricanes. McLeod lets it run. Bayangana's got some space in the midfield. He goes to Monroe. Monroe's going to think about sending it in. He does, left-footed. "15 minutes left here at the Terry Fox Sports Complex." And offside. On the far side there, flag goes up by assistant referee Eden. Studdert takes it. Bayangana with the header. Picked up by McLeod. Pokes it forward, looking for the run of Brown, but it's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Studdard's able to gather that. Pushes his teammates forward and kicks it high and long. Boswell's there first. Bayangana picks it up in the middle of the field. Monroe tried to look for some forward options, but in the end he was forced back, and Koval is going to clear it right-footed down the field. Cisco with the header. Here's Kataska. He's going to try and hit this on his right foot as he does, but doesn't quite get the direction, and that goes behind for a goal kick. Of course, not knowing what else is going on right now. A point might be enough. You never know what is going on with the Mystics and the Chargers. So, but the 3 points would certainly, you'd think, give them an excellent chance. A point would be difficult, but we'll see what happens in this last 15 minutes or so. Bonziza with the run, but it's well intercepted by Slaughter. Blue Devils try and get something going now. Is Rajbali coming in on his right foot, the number 17. Is he going to try and shoot? They haven't challenged him yet. Oka comes across. Good defending there by Monroe. And that goes behind, and that's going to be a goal kick. And we're going to see another change here. Just a moment. And it's going to be Nathan Wheeler who's coming into the game. Wheeler, who was on the game sheet before the game began for the Hurricanes, but he was replaced late on by number 10, Edgar Bonziza. He was getting his knee strapped, I noticed, at half-time, Nathan Wheeler. So Wheeler is going to come on. It's going to be Oka, I believe, that's going to come off. Clearly that pull on his groin is not going to allow him to continue. When we resume in a few seconds, it's going to be a free kick to the Hurricanes. So Wheeler coming on. Nathan Wheeler, a great prospect from PEI, had such a disappointing end to the summer season. He sustained an injury. He's feeling his way back in for the Hurricanes in his first year. What a time for him to open his Hurricanes account. He's going to have to wait a little bit longer as that goes behind for a goal kick. Even got the drums going on the far side, urging the Hurricanes forward. Can they find this all-important third goal? It's McNally. Edgar Bonziza. He's got Vigil on the right-hand side. He tries to play it inside. Is he going to get there? Keno and Studdard did well, the number 2. He took charge. Studdard came out, but he wasn't going to get there. And for the umpteenth time in this half, we have another corner for the Hurricanes. More defending for the Blue Devils. The last corner produced a goal. Once again, they're all under the crossbar. Once again, the ball is swung over. And it's gone in just wide. No. It looked like it had gone in. There was a shriek or two from the bench. Came off a Blue Devils head, so it is going to be another corner kick. Parker McLeod is going to take this for the Hurricanes. Everybody is in the 6-yard box, it seems. Must be at least 17 players in there. It's driven. Oh, it's not the greatest corner, but then again, it's not the greatest clearance either. Referee Deagle is... I think he must have got his wires crossed, because I think everybody in the ground could see that it was a corner kick. I think, unless it came off a Hurricanes player as it flicked on through, but either way, it's going to be a corner now, and McLeod has got another opportunity now. That's a better corner. That swung in. It's a Blue Devils head that sort of, I think it was Kyriakis who got his head on it. Instead, it's able to blow it out to Crawford, intercepted. Good play by Vigil. Aquino goes to the ground. Nothing doing, says referee Deagle. Kerr. And this time, Kotaska wins the free kick over exuberance by Vigil. 10 minutes left. Can the Hurricanes find a way to get this important third goal and even more important 3 points? Throw in on the far side to the Blue Devils. Nice turn there. Ball goes back. Sadler sends it in right-footed. It's a good ball. Vigil's there. Aquino's going to run back and retrieve this for the Blue Devils. Hurricanes defense pushes up. Here's Roche Barley, number 17. Once again, he's got Vigil, and Vigil puts a good, strong challenge in on him. But Aquino picks the ball up. Bayangana's there trying to win it back. Aquino goes down. Nothing doing, says the referee. Played forward by McKenna, Kirikakakis. And that's going to go out of play on the far side. So the Hurricane season could all be coming down to this last 10 minutes. But they'll need to find better passes than that as Bayangana kicks it out, but at the same time, the Mystics, the Blue Devils just give it back as well. Played forward by Monroe. Slaughter with the header, only as far as Edgar Bonziza. He's challenged by Slaughter, and final touch came off Edgar Bonziza, which is met equally by groans of roars and delight by the spectators on the far side, who are all fully engaged in this game right now, as I hope everybody is who might be watching this broadcast. And it's rather wasted on the far side. Stoddart plays it long. Edgar Bonziza picks it up. Can the Hurricanes get this third goal? Here's Wheeler, plays it forward to McNally. Cisco is there though with the touch. Well in by Bayangana. Played forward by Vigil. Cisco there. Renter played, he didn't get a touch, but goalkeeper Stoddart was behind him. And it's cleared long over the halfway line. Crawford clears. Here's Vigil. Bit of a loose touch, but that's going to come off Kotaska, so that is going to be a throw. Coach Voss there acting as the ball boy, trying to get the ball in quickly. Vigil throws it in. Edgar Bonziza. Got Kerr there for company, but the ball goes back to Crawford. Crawford plays it, looking for Monroe. That's a nice touch. Now can Brown get on the end of it? He hits it. Oh, and he hit it first time left-footed. And the Hurricane players fall to their knees because that was not far away. And was that the chance? He did well there, Brown. He probably could have taken a touch. He decided to hit it first time. He hit it well, but he just couldn't quite get the direction. Goalkeeper Stoddart was definitely beaten. But the ball just went wide of the far post. Just over 5 minutes left. If that had gone in, well, this place would have erupted, you think. But what can they do? Can they find this third goal? Vigil, nice flick on. Edgar Bonziza, who's been influential in this game today. Seemed to get a tug there from Kotaska, but manages to force it back. Here's Crawford. Boswell. Into Monroe, into Bayangana's feet, but he stumbles, but he's fouled. Another opportunity to send the ball forward, which Monroe is going to do. everybody back for the Blue Devils. Chipped in, left-footed, looking for McNally. Managed to get a touch on it. Egermonziza with the shot. Hits Kataska on the back, appeals for a penalty, but that's not going to be given. Even in these days where the handball law can be construed in maybe different ways, but no chance that was going to be a penalty. Ryan Garner can't control it, and now is an opportunity. Rajbali's going to get there first. Is he going to get in? Important challenge by Boswell. Forces Rajbali wide. Boswell's still there. Aquino's there for support. Is he able to get the cross in? He is. It's a good one to the far post, but nice goalkeeping by Kowal, showing great hands. Doesn't waste any time, gets it forward. Slaughter with the header. Here's Kerr. He's happy just to play it forward, and oh, there's a little bit of indecision there on the top of the box, but Kowal is able to get it clear in the end. Ryan Garner can't get it under control. Here's Kerr. Nice play there. A good challenge. Excellent challenge by Ryan Garner. Sends Kataska to the ground. Again, there's no foul. Bailey and Rajbali and Vigil are battling hard, but ball had gone out of play. And that's going to be a throw. Coach Voss urging his players forward now. 3 minutes of normal time. There might be maybe a few extra minutes, depending what referee Deagle wants to do at the end of this game. I'm sure a big number would please the Hurricanes, but they've got some defending to do here. Here's Kerr. Drives it in. Nice effort, and Koval watched it well and made the save. He urges his team forward, clears right-footed. McNally does well, manages to get something on it. Cisco's going to have to deal with this. Aquino clears, and he's fouled at the same time by McNally. And a little bit of an opportunity for the Blue Devils, who've had some defending to do in this second half. Nice play again there on the far side. Munro, though, comes across, deals with it. Great defending. Does he get the goal kick? He does. Nally there tries to find his way through, but his touch is heavy. Studdard there is just able to gather that. Once again, a big thank you to everybody for tuning in, whether you're a follower of the Blue Devils or the Hurricanes, or you just happen to stumble across our broadcast this afternoon. Rajbali's going to come in, he's offside. This is Nick Murray with the call, and we have the Macaulay boys on the camera and under the controls today, so happy to bring you these pictures and the last remaining moments of the Holland College regular season. McNally does well. What's he going to do? Gets his shot away, doesn't get any power behind it. And Studdard is able to fall on the ball. Coach Voss looks at the fourth official, wondering how long he's going to get the signal for in just a moment. Looks like, I think I saw a 3 go up. Here's Kataska running forward now. He's got Rajbali to his left, but Kataska rather does nothing with it. He just pokes it forward. I think he expected a better run there, maybe, from Kyriakakis, but in the end it just went straight through to goalkeeper Koval. Just getting the confirmation. It's driven in by McNally. The ball bounces off the heel of Cisco and into the arms of Studdard, who throws it out wide. Three minutes is the signal. So we're now into extra time. Right now the Hurricanes have got some defending to do. Is Rosbali going to go to the corner? No, he's going to try and create something. Back with Aquino. Trying to keep possession here. Hurricanes need the ball. I think the ball just hit referee Deagle there, so he's just going to drop it back to the Hurricanes. Drop it back to Koval. Oh, and that wasn't far away. Koval rather just drove the ball forward. He hit Kyriakakis on the back, and it wasn't too far away from going in. Picked on by the Gubbon season. Now is Wheeler going to get on the end of this? Is this the moment? No, Slaughter's there, clears over the fence. Ball comes back quickly. There must be Hurricanes fans over there. Oh, we're going to get some final drama in the last seconds of the regular season. Ball's put. There's Wheeler, gets it under control. Back to Bayangani. Crawford touched on. But now the ball's played forward. Crawford's going to have to win this battle. Pushed off it by Kyriakakis. He does well. Good hustle on the far side there by Smolar. As I said, you never know, a point may be yet enough for the Hurricanes. We'll have to wait and see what's going on in those other games this afternoon. You'd have to think that they would need all three, but you never know. It's going to be a corner to the Blue Devils, who are in absolutely no rush to take this. Hurricanes leaving 3 players forward in the hope that they can win this and then get the ball forward. It comes up. Kataska wins the header. Now Colin gets it. Can he play it forward? Koval kicks long. And Gabunziza wins it. He finds Wheeler. Needs to move it a little bit quicker. He's rather got the ball stuck under his feet. And in the end, it just rolls out of play for a goal kick. And that is the final action. The Hurricanes players fall to the ground. As we say, you never quite know, but it certainly looks and feels, if you're a Hurricane right now, that may be the chance that you'd hope for. It may have gone. It was an excellent effort in the second half. There's no question of that. 2 first half goals gave the Blue Devils an early 2-0 lead. The Hurricanes fought back extremely well. They got back to 2-2. They tried to force that third goal. They didn't quite manage it. They look a disconsolate crew on the ground right now. Thank you very much for joining us. Playoffs next week for the men and the women at Crandall, so I'm sure there'll be coverage there for you to enjoy of the ACAA playoffs. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in this afternoon and all those who brought you the pictures here at ACAA TV. It's been a fine season. We've enjoyed it here for the Holland College regular season. Thanks once again. We leave you with a final score of Holland Hurricanes 2, the UKC Blue Devils 2.